Virgo, hello. Happy summer solstice to you. This is going to be a little Lenormand reading. Lenormand. What's Lenormand? Lenormand is a French woman who grew up in an orphanage and discovered through playing a board game of sorts using cards that she could predict the future. Kind of like playing the game of life, but then she would actually predict like real things happening. She predicted so well, in fact, she predicted her way up to royalty. Now, all governments and institutions that have high billionaire value use tarot readers and astrologists. And Lady Lenormand was that level. So she predicted for King Louis, I think the 16th. And she tried to save, I believe it was Marie Antoinette, from getting beheaded. She failed, but she did save a lot of women from being beheaded at the guillotines for no reason, of course. And you know, like women who are single, keeping their house clean, probably were beheaded for that. But yeah, so Napoleon, she worked for Napoleon after that, and she would predict for Napoleon's wife, and she predicted that they would get a divorce, and so she was kind of fired for that, but at least she kept her head. And actually, she died a wealthy woman in the south of France. So you can visit her estate one day. One day, I'll be able to do that. Okay, so this is for Virgo. Predictions for the summer. Summer months lasting until the fall solstice. Okay. For Virgo, St. Michael, please protect Virgo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Virgo's behalf. Okay. Predictions lasting until summer. Okay, Virgo, I see you taking, for like, let's say the next 3 to 5 weeks, I see you confused. I see you confused at which direction to go. You have so many opportunities, and you've known about this like lurking, easy opportunity that brings you peace. You may have been in this energy, you may be signaled continuously this energy, and it causes you inner chaos. This you can go one direction, and that's the brighter direction and the direction of greatness. Or you can go on the path less traveled and not be seen and heard so much, and be a little bit more grounded. Now, it's up to you what you would like. But I do see you having more luck with stability and love. Okay, so in this next 3 to 5 weeks or so, you are being sheltered by luck if you choose your heart. Now, that's not an easy path to take usually. That's usually the darker path, the less easy path. Somebody, you may have lost a pet or something that really, really matters to you. They are cheering you on into the path that's less traveled. And it might be a little darker that way. It might have less people that way. It might kind of close your circle up a little bit that way. However, I do see you finding true love. See, you can't find true love until you find your true self. Am I right? So that true love path, and these cards are very, very romantic. So this could be in regards to romance, but I do think that this is in regards to self. Okay, highest self. And I do see you falling in love with a side of yourself that is going to attract people that are like that side of yourself. I love that about this. These are people that take action. Instead of believing words, you're gonna start to believe actions in the next 3 to 5 weeks. And that is going to provide you a whole new world of stability. Now, you might come from Atlantis. You might be a star seed that, you know, was wiped out once. That means you have a lot of inheritance on this planet. You have buried treasure that you need to go seek out. You need to find. You need to dig. You need to stay put for a little while. So if you're a traveler, maybe stay put. If you're roaming from friend group to friend group, maybe pick the one that chooses you the most. And grow some houseplants, because that will help you to stay put in one place. They said there's a seashell here. I usually use that as a house. And there's a regeneration of the starfish. So like regenerating your home, kind of breathing life back into your home, rearranging things, adding character, adding new support systems to your home life in the next 3 to 5 weeks. That could be anything from houseplants to crystals to, there's the rock, okay. And it could be anything from like new people, dinner parties, things like that, things that keep you home, things that keep you balanced. They said baking, hanging things on the wall, hanging plants from the ceiling, just new little projects that bring you joy. And you'll find maybe some buried treasure if you start cleaning stuff out. You'll be like, oh, look at these pictures, you know, and you'll enjoy your stuff that you already have. I love that. There's a grandfather here present. This grandfather was a little bit feminine, and there is a person here, like your mother or somebody, who still talks about them and watches you, admiring, you know, your stability and your strength. You have a real like forward direction in the path of what's right. So, okay, so that's 3 to 5 weeks. And then let's say the 3 to 5 weeks following that, you're finding your inner peace. Look at you in the middle. Oh, mature. Oh, and foxy and clever as well. Oh, I drew 2 cards. Interesting. Well, okay. So this pathway isn't like, I told you it's not, I kind of feel like it's not comfortable for you. Digging into this peace, this inner peace, you'd rather be out, you'd rather be seen, you'd rather shine, you'd rather have fun, you'd rather be socializing, you'd rather be with your friends, you'd rather be traveling, you'd rather be somewhere else. But this is really encouraging you to stay within and develop that inner peace in the mud, because here's the lotus here. You got to kiss a lot of frogs till you find the one, right? Now, the one being, you know, your inner self even. You know, you got to explore your inner shadows before you find your brightest self. And the lotus comes from mud. Okay, so the nutrients in the mud you have to have that there, and for the lotus to be there. So lotus flowers are endangered, but I appreciate them. And so the key to this, finding solutions, using this luck is the key. This luck that you're being granted, it seems like ego, like you don't want the luck that you are being given. And I usually don't like double up on cards, but this one just happened to be there. But the rider is here, so some news coming in about love, your true love, your one love. Now this might be a person that you live with, a best friend, your partner, your spouse, your business partner, your parents, whatever this person is that's very close to near and dear to you. They might be moving, and that makes you wistful maybe a little bit, but happy for them that they're finding encouragement. So here you are in between this confusion and stability. So your confusion lies with what keeps you grounded, what keeps you stable, what do you want in yourself in the next 6, but let's say 4 to 8 weeks or so. Time is fluid. These things might interchange, interlap, weave together. You are learning how to communicate what helps you stand alone. You are settling into your brighter path, and you're learning how you kind of take maybe a step back, you dig around, you do some shadow work, and then you maybe move back into that brighter path that you wanted, okay? So I do encourage you to take the next few weeks to heal up and slow down, and luck will guide you into love and stability. And then using that information that you've gathered within that time that you've taken for yourself, learning how to communicate brighter messages about who you are, better PR, you know what I mean, for yourself. And signing off as an individual, you know, like saying, I belong to a group, however, I am a leader within that group, or I am a beacon of light to shine on certain audiences in this world. And you must bring your best to each event that you attend, for whether it's work or play. You're going to bring your best. And if there is something like a gathering or a potluck or a dinner party where everyone's bringing something, bring your best dish, impress them, put some time and energy into that. Use that time and energy that you spent at home to, excuse me, I'm hearing somebody like, you don't want people to know you can bake, because then you might have to bake for them, right? But you don't have to do anything. You can choose that, and you can say, I'm going to bring my best because I love these people. That's kind of what this is for. It's kind of for you to settle down, take a step back, take inventory about all your gratitude, everything that you've been given, all the things that you have, and really dig into that stuff that you already have, and then utilize it towards others, like to kind of echo and create a purposeful, meaningful, developed, mature sense of self. I'm loving this for you, Virgo. And then in that cleverness, here we have the fox here, taking that luck, and we're going to see what you're going to be making with that luck, moving on, moving forward, communicating with somebody who you are amongst. You are amongst them, you know, and if you don't love this person, if they're not considered part of your, you know, inner circle or anything like that, they are important, like you. Okay, and they're doing their own thing, and maybe you can find a way to admire them instead of compete with them. Because if you admire even your foes, then you're going to become friends. But this person has money on their mind. This person makes their bag and leaves, and that makes you a little bit like, hey, I am the stability that I stay and I create things from within my stable house, and I see you coming through and just swooping it up. Like, that's mine. Okay, in the near future, this is 8 to 12 weeks. So by end of summertime, let's say. Well, I show you involved in like a event, a party. Something that you're planning, something that is for your being seen path, okay? So it's for your brightest self, it's for you to shine, it's for you to have accomplished something. And I think that because this was so long term for you, that this might have been in the past, this event, but it could also be something coming up. It could be like a reflection of that past event. I show this event is at nighttime. I show that there will be lots of people there counting on it. I show that it's a little bit of gossip, a little bit of fun. And I show that you have a new like desire for sleep. And so you're kind of like, take care of myself or go to bed. There's a little bit of a popping in and then leaving your own party. This is for you. It's what you desired. It's what you wanted. You made it. You built castles in the sky here, in the moon. The moon is a wonderful card in Lenormand. I'm noticing the darker energies here. The way that you can... They're really having a police parade over here. They really want you to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. So 8 to 12 weeks. at least it's during the day on a Thursday. It's not at nighttime. Saint Michael, please protect us in our city. Virgin Mother, please intercede on our behalf. We don't need anything else, okay? I really hope that we keep it safe and happy. There's a summer festival happening today, and I really hope that everybody's, kind to each other and having a good time and seeing each other and shining and being of good heart. Okay, moving on. I want you to consider that this event is a deepest desire to shine, but it's also a big processing of inner emotions, inner turmoils that you need to sit with a little bit and kind of sort through and compartmentalize, they said. There's a part of you during this event that's just like, Calgon, take me away. Where you want to go independent. Here's the Tower. This is loneliness, being amongst people, but being incredibly lonely amongst these people. Thinking that this was what you needed and wanted to shine, but then when it happens, you're like, I didn't need or want this, truly. Like, I love my home. I love what I've created. I love my little garden. I love my little whatever I have, inside my house. And you're waiting for somebody. You're waiting for somebody at this event. That somebody makes you wait. And you're like, too late. It's like a too late energy. I'm going home. So 8 to 12 weeks. Too late. I'm going home. I don't need this, but I love. This is that crafty person. You love them. You respect them. But you choose to remain independent from them. You try to make it work, to balance out your shadow with your light. You tried to make it work with them. They, however, find more luck being on their own, too. So, you guys work best separate. You wish them well. I don't show any, animosity here. I do show that you're trying to be a bigger person and try to love them from far away. I also see you scything. The scythe is here. So scythe can be reaping what you sow, but you're having trouble gathering that together because you're used to pretty good luck here. I don't know if Jupiter makes a flex and changes. I know Jupiter is going I don't know. I don't see Jupiter going retrograde. Let me see. I got my little. No, that's August. More August. Jupiter squares Saturn in August, so that could be it. Yeah. August, September, I don't see Jupiter going retrograde, but I do see it squaring Saturn, which can be a bit of a face-off with your luck. So maybe that's when your luck changes, right around August 20th, August 19th. You're pretty used to this going really well for you, but then there's something that kicks in that you're just having trouble gathering your same audience or, finding peace with what you're trying to bring towards people. You are a very stable source of information and guidance. And I think that you're trying to pull in people that want that, but you're finding it maybe a feast or famine type energy, and that things are kind of running a little bit dry. So you might have to do some real deep meditations here on your inner shadow work. Of course, that's what's coming up in the next 3 to 5 weeks, and you'll have to reference those points. There is some kind of energy here that is a little bit on the dark side that resides near you, and in the working with this energy is more to transmute it than to ignore it. And so you have tree people, you have Atlantis. These are your magic entities, and you also have this bitterness. There's a bitter Betty here that you're trying to love yourself through. I think that you are staying stable through these trials and tribulations. You're not showing your cards how difficult this is for you. But you are able to love yourself through this journey and also confront the road less traveled that I was speaking of before. Some of these darker nighttime, I call them the irashies, they're irrational energies, and they have a point. The subconscious has a point. So if you ignore it, then, you might have some issues here. I do see you being lucky through this time by using love to cultivate your environment. However, it is a challenge. You are doing a lot of work. So I do encourage you to take that alone time that you need. I do encourage you to dig into your home life, your family, yourself, okay? And then I also encourage you to speak with love and gratitude towards just about everything and everyone, even the people that present a challenge for you. This challenger, they said, is actually really rooted in their own way, doing their own thing, developing a family from, it's like the Lutheran church, you know what I mean? Like it broke off of the Catholic Church, but we're all Christian here. That kind of thing. I don't believe in any of that, but like I still think that this person has value, and you do value them. It's just that you have your own thing going, and you choose your own stability and your own path in the next 12 weeks or so. So this is about the days of summer. The harvest season is going to be good. Okay, I do show the harvest season is going to be good. You're going to have a good harvest this year. There's going to be some challenges finding the love. There's going to be some challenges because, Virgo, you're a little bit picky sometimes, right? And that's okay. We all need to have that level or standards, right? Just try to be loving through that stuff, being kind through these picky points of interactions. It can be prickly, they said. There's pointiness here. So take those minutes to soothe. They said aloe vera. They said headache relief. And try to stay away from Tylenol or ibuprofen, but like maybe use chiropractic or massage or something else. Help this person. Encourage this person to do their own thing and to make their own bag, to be amongst that. But I do see this season being about you for sure. I do see this season being about some fleeting energies, some fleeting friends, maybe a person, somebody that you broke up with, somebody that's from the past, somebody that you had a falling out with, somebody who's like in your business frenemy, those kinds of things, okay? So that's what I have for you, Virgo, for the summer solstice. I hope that helps you. Take care of yourself. Ciao.